Many people ask me, why am I a vegetarian? Well, I do believe in animal rights, and it is good for my health. My main reason is to benefit the environment. Did you know that 30% of the Earth's land surface is used just for livestock production? Did you know, according to Cornell University, the grain used to feed livestock alone could feed over 800 million people? Hypothetically speaking, if we gave that food to people instead of our livestock, we could reduce world hunger by 86.5%. Did you know that the UN reported that greenhouse gases emitted from livestock is more than cars and trucks combined? Did you know it takes about 2,500 gallons to produce 1 pound of beef, while it only takes 10 gallons for a 5-minute shower? Hypothetically speaking, you could take a 5-minute shower for a year with the same amount of water it takes to produce 1.5 pounds of beef. That is ridiculous. Did you know that the amount of water it takes to make 1 kilogram of animal protein is 100 times more than it would take to make 1 kilogram of plant protein? Did you know that a simple change in your diet to vegetarianism can lower greenhouse emissions much faster than turning away from fossil fuel burning technologies? The turnover rate for livestock is about 2 years, while the turnover rate for fossil fuels could be more than decades long. This means that a decrease in meat consumption could ultimately lead to a decrease in methane emissions. When most people think of global warming, they think of CO2 or carbon dioxide, but little do they know that methane has a huge impact on global warming as well. Methane, another natural gas, actually absorbs infrared radiation 20 times better than CO2. The amount of methane in the atmosphere also contributes to how much water vapor is in the air. Therefore, the more methane, the more water vapor, and therefore more heat is trapped in our stratosphere. In the average vegetarian's lifetime, they will save about 6 cows, 22 pigs, 30 sheep, 800 chickens, 15 ducks, and half a ton of fish. A criticism I get for being a vegetarian is that people think because I'm one person that I don't make a difference. But the thing is, that's so untrue. Now, I may be one person, and I may have only saved a couple of animals, but it's a big deal to me. And on a larger scale, a study done by Vegetarian Times says that about 7.8 million Americans are vegetarian, and that 22.8 million people are also vegetarian inclined. This means in the US alone that we will save 46.8 million cows, 171.6 million pigs, 234 million sheep, 6.24 billion chickens, 117 million ducks, and over 4 billion tons of fish. Now, while somebody might think that an individual doesn't make a difference, it's just not true. They're part of the bigger picture and the biggest difference that you can make. Before I go on with the rest of this video, I'd like to say that a lot of these facts have only touched the tip of the iceberg. There's so many other reasons about how vegetarianism can benefit our environment, and if you'd like to check them out, I have a couple links below. The websites I'm linking below can give you more information on the benefits of being a vegetarian and advice on how to become a vegetarian. In this video, I thought I'd also answer some other frequently asked questions that I get about becoming a vegetarian or being a vegetarian. 1. Is being a vegetarian hard? In my personal experience, it was a little difficult at first. At times, I'd relapse. I'd eat meat every once in a while, and I'd feel really guilty about it. But after time and time again, it becomes a habit. It becomes something you're just used to. You don't crave it anymore. Well, at least I don't. And it just becomes part of you. You become a vegetarian. It's perfectly normal. 2. Do you ever think of not being a vegetarian anymore? I hope this doesn't come as a surprise to you, but the answer to that question is yes. Sometimes I do consider not being a vegetarian, but what keeps me going is the thought of the contribution I'm making to our world. 3. If you're a vegetarian and the purpose of that is to not eat meat products, then why do you still eat things like veggie burgers or veggie hot dogs or veggie bacon? The answer to your question is a lot of vegetarians don't even become vegetarian because they don't like meat. It's for other purposes. So in order to get that craving, they like to eat vegetarian products. I do actually have a couple in my fridge right now, and though I don't eat them as much as I used to when I first became vegetarian, I do enjoy them from time to time. 4. What kind of vegetarian products would I recommend? So I have an array of foods that I'd recommend to vegetarians. So first, I have some Morningstar stuff. My favorite is the chicken nuggets, the bacon strips, and I do like the riblets. I'm not a big fan of the veggie burgers, but that's a personal preference. I'm not recommending them. Another thing is Smart Dogs. I love these. They taste like real hot dogs if you put them on the grill. I also brought with me ramen. A lot of people mistake this as a vegetarian food, but depending on the flavor, it possibly is not. You want to look for ones that say that they're vegetable, and you want to check the ingredients on the back. This one is a chicken flavor instant noodle, which has chicken particles for the flavoring in the seasoning packet. One soup I do recommend is this tofu miso soup, and it's totally delicious and 100% vegetarian. Another food that's commonly mistaken that's not vegetarian is a lot of gummies. These are ones I have around the house. My mom loves them. And they have gelatin in them, which actually comes from a pig. So if you're looking for some candies that are vegetarian friendly, just look on the back in the ingredients and make sure that it doesn't have any gelatin in it. These are some jelly beans that are gelatin free, and I love them. So those are products that I would recommend. 5. How do I convince my parents to let me be vegetarian? Show them this video? No, I'm kidding. My best advice would be to do some research on the internet and provide them with it, and try to get them to agree and see your point of view on why you want to become vegetarian. Well, this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, feel free to message me, and thanks for watching.